everybody. Here we are. Welcome to episode 4. I hope everyone's mornings are going well. Matt, how's your morning going so far?
It's nice here in Trevor's room.
Yeah, this is the greatest idea any of us have ever had. It's not even that great of an idea, but I just think it's really funny.
Just so you guys know, I'm not in Trevor's room.
Nope.
I'm in the closet office. The
Yep.
closet office.
You having trouble speaking there, buddy?
The closet office.
The cloffice?
Closet office.
I prefer cloffice.
Cloffice.
Um, I
Keep it
do.
simple.
I would like to credit Martin with the idea for the green screen and just using a picture of my room as Matt's background because I thought that was hilarious. And this might be a regular thing now.
Why shouldn't it be?
It's for continuity purposes. So, anyways, real quick, I just want to tell you about work this past week. I'm not sure if I mentioned to you how I accidentally became a whistleblower at work.
What did you rat? You rat bastard.
No, what happened was
No loyalty.
No, I have loyalty. It's just, I've been there for 6 years. It
Look what? I don't have sheets on my bed.
Shut up. Shut up. It's a full mattress. Anyways, a couple of people were planning on leaving at work, and it's just like I've been working there for 6 years, and I think they deserve like a little more than 2 weeks notice because we're already kind of short staffed right now. So it's just like I mentioned to one of the managers, I was like, you guys might want to get on hiring people soon, because you might have some trouble in like a month or so. And she got all like antsy about it and went to like the GM Tim, who's just a fucking weirdo, and
Sure.
he was like not like blackmailing me, like that's not the right word, but he was just like pressing me on it like 3 days in a row while I was at
Yeah, but
work, and he was like,
your boss is weird.
he's like, come on, give me the names. And I was like, sorry, man. He was like, you've known me more than you've known all these people, and I was like, I was like, true, but that doesn't mean I like you more than these people, because
Also very fair.
yeah,
Because you're weird, Tim.
yeah. And then we had to go in the office behind a closed door and have like a separate talk by ourselves about it, and I was like, this is just beyond weird right now. But yeah, I accidentally became a whistleblower at work, and I didn't think it was gonna be that big a deal because I thought I was trying to help, just help out the restaurant. And then Steve told me,
My brother.
this great idea that I should go into work one day with like a folded up piece of paper and like just walk up to Tim and play it off like I was handing in my 2 weeks because he didn't think it was me that was gonna do it, and just be like, you know what, Tim, I think it's time. And then just hand it to him, and he'll connect the wires in his head, and he'll be like, oh shit, Trevor's leaving. And then he'll open it up, and on the inside, it'll say, psych, motherfucker, I'm here to stay. But then I was like, if I do that on a day that he's in a bad mood, he might just like look at it, look at me, and be like, get out. And just like fire me right there.
I feel like that's a very harsh reaction.
It is, but Tim's also like bipolar, so you know how
What's
that
wrong with
goes.
being bipolar? We're all a little crazy every now and then, right?
Yeah,
We all
but-
go a little Tom Cruise on the couch.
Mm, mm. Yeah,
That guy's
Tim's
a wacko.
Tim or Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise. I don't think Tim can compare to Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a Scientologist.
Watney, you're like the farthest thing from crazy, by the way. But
I disagree. You're not the farthest thing from crazy.
okay, in terms of like our D&D sessions, she's crazy all the time.
You think that's the only time that she's crazy?
I don't know. We'd have to talk to Donovan a little bit more.
'Cause I think we've gamed with Watney enough to know that she a little wacko.
Just a little bit. But I mean, she comes off so nice all the time. She's just like, how's everyone's day?
But she would never follow Scientology. Would you, Watney?
That's...
Could they get you?
I don't know. Maybe they'll get me.
No. Trevor. They only want like successful people.
Hey, you know what was really weird though was I went downstairs to fill up my coffee and I was
I'm
playing.
already a former Catholic. Don't need another ex-religion.
Why not? Why not add it to your resume? Former Scientologist, because if you can get out of Scientology, you can do anything.
That's actually, I'd hire you. Well, then again, I'd be like, yeah, but you fell for it in the first place.
What I was gonna say though is, on the topic of Tom Cruise, when I went downstairs to get my coffee, I was watching a video on my phone, and there is an ad for Uber playing before the video.
With Tom Cruise?
Yeah. I was like, what?
No way.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise was in an Uber commercial?
Yeah. It was
Can we
like
find a link for this? Somebody?
like an
Wani,
Uber.
you're on it? Cool.
It was like an Uber / Mission Impossible commercial. I don't know why. But it was like also Tom Cruise's stunt double, but since he does all his own stunts, the stunt double was like, yeah, I have a lot of downtime, so I just drive for Uber.
That is fucking stupid.
I thought it was
That is fantastic. That is a really good commercial.
It's like, that's
does he think he really does all his own stunts? I mean, I remember seeing that giant like bit about him doing like the airplane one from one of the Mission Impossibles, where like he's holding on to an airplane. Obviously, they haven't like strapped to it, but
yeah,
that looked pretty intense.
Yeah, dude, we looked up how old he was last week. I think he's like what, 50 something.
He's 50 something. Yeah. Thank you, Ani.
56.
Anyone wants to watch the Tom Cruise commercial? There it is.
He is 56. That is impressive to be doing all your own stunts at that age.
Very much so. I want to know, like, how do they get a guy like Tom Cruise? Because I would think that he was like smarter than that. And did they get him like pre or post success?
That's a good question. Well, aren't there like a surprising number of celebrities that are Scientologists?
Oh, dude. Well, again, they actually do target celebrities and stuff.
Yeah, so that it makes it easier for them to recruit people.
Yes, correct. And they want like charismatic, like, yeah.
They want people who
they
do
cater
their
to
own
his ego.
stunts.
Right. I mean, but is that really enough? Like,
which is vast and immeasurable.
okay. Immeasurable. Like my ego.
Sure.
Nah, more like Trevor's ego. Mine's like 6'6". Trevor's is immeasurable.
That's very specific. Let alone the fact that you're measuring your ego in height.
Well, I mean, how else would you measure it? Like, circumference?
The diameter of your head.
I guess that would be a good way.
I like that.
But, you know, tall people are confident, so. Except Tom Cruise is not tall. That's how they got him. They told him he was tall. Did you know he's only like 5'4"?
What? No way.
Yeah, for real. No joke. No joke.
No way.
Why do you think in Family Guy they have him he's like this? Really?
Still, that means we're like.
That's a lie. Where is that at?
On Google.
He's shorter than that, I bet.
That's a lie.
Exactly, Wani. You're as big as Tom Cruise, but not as big as his ego.
Oh, no one is. What the hell? Wow, that's surprising. I didn't think he would be that. I mean, I don't want to say that short because I'm 5'8".
Like that's a huge thing. Like they quite often in the industry they're called apple boxes, but they're basically just small wooden boxes. And they'll have apple boxes on set for him to like stand on when they're doing like, you know, face-to-face stuff with other actors. And
haven't you seen Top Gun?
Maverick. Just so you know, Trevor, I'm Maverick.
Okay.
You're Goose.
Okay. I put your name first on the stream, and then you make me Goose. That's what I get.
I don't see any names anywhere. This is
Not
shoddy
now.
production.
It's not. Shut up. It's on the opening.
But I mean,
I
so
don't
they
think
get Tom
it
Cruise.
is.
What? Because there's plenty of ex-celebrity Scientologists too, right? Like
Yeah.
the ones that were like, hey, this is nuts. Who have you guys? Has anyone seen?
This is crazy.
The fuck is the documentary? Um, something the light or the
Come,
fuck? It's huge. It's a big one.
come to the light.
No, one of you 8 people know what it is. Damn it. Thank you. Oh wait, no.
Nope. Steve said now they kill him.
I mean, yeah, they do weird shit. There's also some really shitty Scientology. Yeah, the HBO one, Steve. Documentaries. There's some like really bad ones that are like campy that make me like feel sorry for Scientologists.
I do want to say though, you know what I've never understood?
I would say 90% of the time, Jesse, that is very true.
What I don't understand are those church that say like, the first science church of Jesus Christ or like stuff like that. Because
What's not to understand?
those two things
They're
do not go together.
they're like, hey, they're like, we're hip. We're the hip church.
We're hip. We're
We
with
believe
it.
in your fancy science.
You like science, but you don't like Scientology. Come join us. You like science, but you need a savior.
Scientology
Join
is like
us.
the least sciencey of all religions. You want to know what Scientology is? Like science fiction. Like, Trevor, how much about Scientology do you know?
Very little, and I'd like to keep it that
Oh
way.
God, time to educate you, my friend.
Well,
So
when you
they
say
they
it's,
believe
when you say it's sci-fi based, you make it sound
Worship
like
a
I
lab
wanna
coat, Jesus.
join it.
it's okay. So basically, they believe that you have lizard people. Billowing lab
It's so
coats.
interesting.
But basically, like you are inherently evil, just like pretty much most religions.
Yeah.
Like you have all these, except like you're not evil. You have all these like evil souls like inside of you. I forget what they're called, but they're like an alien or whatever.
Non-Scientologists.
And so like you have to like do these therapy sessions where you hold on to these 2 electronic like thingies in
Sure.
each hand, and then it's called an e-reader, and then the meter like will go off as you're talking about something, and like you're just supposed to like share personal things and like things you might feel bad about, and the e-reader will go off in a certain direction. Like you're just supposed to like share. Like doing the therapy with you is going to be like, oh no, that's it. You need to talk about this to get to like repent this thing out of you.
What?
And in actuality, what they're doing during these sessions is they're getting dirt on you, and they're keeping notes of all of everything you say.
All your insecurities and shit?
Yes, all that stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty evil geniusy.
And oh my god. I don't like that shit at all. That's terrifying.
Yeah, there's actually a what's it called? A museum here, and it's supposed to be a museum. What they put at the front of it is a museum on like healthcare in the United States, which is pretty fucking crazy. Like all the weird shit they used to do to crazy people.
Sure.
So I was like super interested in going, and so I just looked up some reviews, and it's like, hey, this isn't a real museum. This is actually a Scientology like recruitment place, and literally like there's a bunch of reviews that say like if you go in here, they will try and make you join Scientology. So they'll like show you some stuff, be like this happens, like, and then like at the very end they'll be like, and you should do this, and like they get all weird and like make it hard for you to leave without saying yes or like signing up for
you mean
things.
so
And
they're military recruiters.
it's basically. And I mean they just get weird, dude.
I mean, aren't all scientists like already weird?
I haven't seen The Master. I keep meaning to watch it, or I meant to watch it a few times. It was on HBO, but it's not anymore.
I mean, there's like 15 other streaming services you could probably find it through.
Shut up, Trevor.
I'm just saying. Speaking of which,
The Sea Org
slightly different is
was originally a fake military organization. Yeah, because fucking L. Ron Hubbard is a fucking. What a weird guy. L. Ron Hubbard is the one who started Scientology, Trevor.
and he's a
And
genius
you want to know what he used to do?
multimillionaire now.
You want to know what he used to do? He actually is still credited, I believe, in what's it called? The World Record book, Guinness Book of World Records, for having written the most novels in one writer's life, like science fiction novels.
Ooh, The Hole. I know about The Hole. I know that one at least. The current leader,
Yeah.
David Miscavige. We're gonna like talk about these people, and they're just gonna like show up on our doorsteps one day, man.
You think we're the first ones? I mean, at 8 viewers, I don't think they're sweating
No.
us yet.
I'm sure it won't be that much of an issue. But what I was gonna say is on a vastly different topic. I was gonna talk about streaming services, and is Disney still going through with that Disney only streaming service that they wanted to do? Like, are they gonna still take all their stuff off of Netflix and things like that?
I mean,
Disney.
I would not pay for that.
No, I wouldn't either. I think that's really stupid, personally.
But I bet there's lots of families that would.
There's-
If I had kids, I'd pay for it.
I'm sure they're gonna have like
Those evil
everything they've ever
geniuses.
done. Like they're probably gonna have like Disney Channel shows on there.
They're gonna open the vault,
I hope they will.
the Disney vault.
They're gonna have stuff. They're gonna have all the Star Wars content now, probably too. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Disney owns like so many different things.
They own Marvel too, yeah.
I was thinking just like Disney like animated movies, but
Actually,
yeah.
I guess if they have all that stuff on there, I would probably get it.
Yeah, I mean, jeez, I didn't even think.
Isn't the new Star Wars on Netflix though?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
So are all the Disney movies, but that's what I'm saying is they rip it all from Netflix, take the rights, and they just like run with it. Yeah, Jesse's right. I might actually. Yeah, that would probably.
They package in some live sports. I'd get that shit.
They'd probably just like destroy Netflix if they did that. I mean, aside from like Netflix originals and stuff like that.
Indiana Jones.
But yeah, it's man, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, I already pay for like Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that.
I've actually never been
like,
to Disneyland or Disney World. Have you, Trevor? Have you ever been to
Twice.
Disney World?
I've
Really?
been to Disney World twice, the one in Florida, and
Well,
Universal Studios once.
Disneyland is here.
Yeah.
Disney World.
I'm
is in
surprised you
Florida.
haven't been to Disneyland since you've lived there for so long, honestly. And that's
Me and Elise have debated it a few times. It's expensive, dude.
yeah, that's the point, Jeremy. We are in the same room. We're sitting in the
Do you
same
like
chair.
do you like my bare mattress?
It's not bare. Shut up.
It's my mattress, Trevor. I think I would know.
It's my mattress. Do you want me to pull the comforter off of it? I don't even have to pull it off of it. I can just.
But here's the thing: is like people here, like some people go nuts for Disney. It's like they really like lose their minds. Magic. Disney in a way is like a cult here.
Disney?
Grr, Jesse. But yeah, like no, some people like they buy like the pass, which obviously if you live here, I guess that kind of makes sense. But then like they really like while out. Like I also just saw a video about some girl who like what was it called? It's not Disney costumes, but it's like clothes that look like Disney characters. Because if you go to Disney, did you know this? You're not allowed to wear a costume.
What? Oh, you're
You
not allowed
cannot.
to wear it
You
into
cannot.
the park?
You cannot dress up as your favorite Disney character into any Disney park.
Yeah, that's because they have characters that are being paid
That's
to
right.
do the job.
They don't want you walking in there and making some little girl cry.
Yeah, exactly. That
I think
makes.
it's
I never
hilarious.
thought about that, but that makes total sense actually.
That's totally why. Yeah, they don't want you like Or what if you bump into the real Hercules or whatever?
He just beats your ass. That guy's a demigod.
That seems so unlikely.
But what?
No one's ever died in Disney.
No,
No
because
one.
when people start.
Oh, you mean in the movies? Wait, no, you don't mean in the
No, in
movies.
Disney World and Disneyland, because they have an ambulance service in the park that will drive them out of the park, and they die off the grounds so they can maintain that.
Is that real?
Yeah, I or
That is that
something along
okay?
those lines.
So have people died after, like, shortly
Leaving
after?
Disney World? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, definitely. They pronounce them
Yep. They
dead and
pronounce
off
them
the
dead
ground.
off the grounds.
Yep,
Wow.
yep. So they
Well,
can
it
maintain
is.
that. It's
What
the
is it? It's where
happiest
dreams
place in the
come true.
world.
So yeah, you can't die at the happiest place in the world, which is kind of fucked up. Where else would you want to die?
Oh my god, I didn't even think
I
about
would.
it that way.
I would much rather die in the happiest place in the world.
You know what though? I would really like to go back to Universal Studios very soon because they've added so much stuff since I was there as a kid. Like, holy shit.
Studios, Arbo. What would be Orlando would be the closest one to you as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Um, definitely Harry Potter World. Holy shit.
I do kind of want to see that. I want some butterbeer, which I'm pretty sure is like all sugar,
Oh yeah, for sure.
no
Um,
beer.
So I would definitely want to do that. They have the Simpsons place now, I think. Do they still have that, or was that like a limited time area? I don't remember. I wouldn't mind going there.
Lots of old people go on cruises.
Yeah, I couldn't do cruises. I don't know why. I know, like they say, cruise ships are like big enough where you can't even tell that you're like on
I
the
couldn't do
water.
cruises after what Watney just said.
What did she say?
That sounds incredibly sad.
Lots of old. Oh wow, that's wow. What the hell? That's terrifying. Also, like, what do you do as the cruise ship crew? Like,
Carnival knows their market.
they actually sell caskets on the cruise.
No, they fucking don't.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh Jesus! This is how rumors start, Trevor.
Yeah, it's great because we got our following. Hi, Walker. Welcome to the stream. It's 100% beef, 60% of the time. I guess yeah, Viking funeral. Just toss them overboard and light them on fire.
I think that you burn the whole ship in a Viking funeral. Which, I mean,
Yes, technically, but do they still have like
no big deal.
what are they called? The escape boats, lifeboats, whatever.
I don't think that they have enough for an entire ship's worth of people,
They're
which seems like
called-
poor planning.
No, they're called death boats now because they just ship the old people off of them after they die. And set
Oh,
'em on
that's
fire.
yeah. They just use gotcha. Shoot the flaming arrow at it.
Yeah, there you go. It's perfect. Oh my god, I just had like a flashback to Game of Thrones because of that.
No, they have a morgue. Oh, that's lovely.
That, yeah, they.
I mean, I guess you have to because you can't you're not gonna go straight to land, right? So you need some body freezers.
They actually also have what's it called? A crematorium? Is that what it's called?
Is that
Cremation
true, Jer? That also sounds true. We're starting a lot of rumors on stream today.
Huh. That would be neat. I mean, maybe
Ships
that's a
become
military
ghost ships
thing.
after so many people have died on them, and they don't use them no more. You want a ghost ship, Lonnie? That's what you want?
I mean, I wouldn't be upset if I owned a ghost ship. That'd be pretty.
I mean, it probably if it's like a Carnival cruise ship, it can't be that haunted.
We're getting real close to last week's topic, or 2 weeks.
Just a
ago
bunch
topics.
of yeah, it's just a bunch of like old ghosts on a boat.
They're walking around. They want to haunt you, but like they're too slow with their walkers. They can't really find
I don't think they want to haunt you. They just want to sit there and
play shuffleboard.
yeah.
That I want to do that now, and I'm not even old. Shuffleboard's surprisingly fun. Honestly, I would. I think the attic downtown should take up like a collection jar for adding a shuffleboard to the bar. Also, is that a hair clip on your microphone?
Yes,
Why?
because I'm not the only one who uses this space.
Does Elise do her makeup in there?
No, she works in here, and sometimes she has hair clips in that she doesn't want in anymore.
Oh. This backgammon. What is this, Jeremy? Oh, Ghost Ship. It's a movie.
Spam, delete it.
You're banned from the stream. No, it's fine. Welcome to Tuesday Talks, the only talk
I
show
played
where
a
we
ton of
ban
shuffleboard. You did I hope it was indoors, Walker. You live on the surface of the sun.
You. It was great.
Isn't there? Isn't? Oh, it's King of the Hill, I think,
Yep.
where Phoenix is
112
testament to
degrees?
man's arrogance.
This place can't be real. It's like we're standing on the surface of the sun.
It's a really bad Bobby Hill, if that's what you're calling
Yeah,
for.
yeah, yep. Actually, I did see Adult Swim actually lost the rights to airing King of the Hill on it. I
That's
don't
so
know why,
sad.
but I know
I
who
need to
didn't
make
do well
Elise
with that
watch a
show.
bunch of King of the Hill. Elise has never seen King of the Hill, and she's from Texas.
What? How?
I don't know.
Maybe
But
they
what she
just
doesn't
like
understand is how accurately her country is depicted.
country.
Yes, I said country. Ask Steve. It's another world.
I've been to Texas.
But have you seen Texas?
I've been to
Because you
Texas.
visited your aunt and uncle doesn't mean you've seen Texas.
I don't know. What do you want me to see? The back roads of Texas? The ocean? I'm
Till
not going near the
you've had
ocean.
fire ants crawling up your pant leg.
I heard about that, and you
That
were
was
just
awful.
like, yeah, they're just like regular ants, right?
I was like, they're ants. Look at them. They're just regular brown ants. They were like, no. And I was like,
Why?
what? The panic on my face.
What? Nani?
Especially after one bit me. Holy shit. Ow.
Yeah, didn't you have like
Fire ants are real.
entire
After
thing?
that happened, I was like, quicksand is probably real too. And so are like
Quicksand is
paint
real.
painted wall. No, is it really?
Yeah. I mean, it's like in, I think, I want to say like tropical areas where like the ground is all moist and stuff
I
all
don't
the time.
think that's accurate.
Okay, well, let's Google it real quick, because we can. Let's see. Quicksand. Real.
Quicksand is totally real. What do you, listen, all right, since I'm basing all of my knowledge of quicksand on Looney Tune cartoons, like
It doesn't work like that.
I
Real.
thought it might not be real, okay?
No, it's definitely real. Yeah. First search that came up: Bear Grylls Sahara quicksand.
Jesse, that's not quicksand. That's a sinkhole. You did not have quicksand in your backyard.
That's tough to say. Who's to say? That would be funny though. Remember, Grandma had a sinkhole in her
Lost some
backyard?
boots.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, the city is a sinkhole. Yeah, remember Grandma's garage was collapsing because there's a sinkhole.
The city is a sinkhole. Walker, you're a fucking psycho. I feel like that could have made you really sick.
Getting bit by fire ants could have made him sick. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. Sort of how getting stung by a bunch of bees, you could die.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess you're right. Sure. Shit. A sinkhole ate a car on Detroit Avenue 2 years ago. Yeah, that was a thing. Remember the sinkhole at Lasky and Talmadge? That was a big old one. They had to shut down that intersection for like almost a year, I think. Something like that. That ruined my 2-minute commute to work.
Who you calling puss? Puss?
Probably Walker. Complaining
No,
about
she's saying
sirens.
she's saying puss. It's puss.
Oh. Oh. Ew, gross. Can we stop? I'm gonna just. Can I 86 the chat on the pus? Because that's just kind of gross. Let's get back to sinkholes.
And I would imagine that it's still there, right? Like, once in a sinkhole, always in a sinkhole, right? You don't like try and pull that shit back out, do you?
No, you just pour a bunch of dirt in it. Y'all know Bass Pro? Yeah, we know what Bass
Like
Pro is.
the shop,
Or the video game.
yeah,
Or the
or the
just
TV series.
actual fishing tournament. We know everything about Bass Pro.
You gotta be more specific, girl.
We actually fish all the time. Their HQ made a golf cart.
Here, where is here? Missouri?
Oh, golf course. I thought that said golf cart for a second?
Their HQ's in Missouri.
Gross. Did it like eat any golfers? Because I would pay money to see. Dude, hole in one, easy hole in one right there. Just get in the sinkhole. Game over. You win. And then that's all you need. Like, there's actually a golf course near here that I forget which one it is, but one of the holes is at like the top of this giant hill, and then like you go down, like it's steep as hell. And I went golfing there one time with my friend, and it was after this huge rainstorm, and we look from the tee down to the hole, and there's just like a foot of water at the bottom of this hill. Like it was like just a random pond had formed.
Well, thank goodness you're at the top of it.
Yeah. So we were like, I guess we're not playing in that hole today.
Random water hazard.
Yeah, they didn't even.
You gotta keep the course interesting, Trev. Changes, you know. You don't want to keep playing the same course the same way over and over.
Matt is at my house, actually. Matt, or Walker. God damn it, I can't talk. He said, "Why is Trev at your house?" But it's vice versa. We're actually in the same room. Matt, if you could just like slide to one of your sides real quick, we can just give him like the full room view. It's perfect. 18
You know, you're like
no rain
from
range, please.
from a place where not a lot of stuff is going on when a sinkhole becomes like a tourist attraction.
That where was that at? Or here?
I don't know why I was talking about it.
It became a tourist
18
attraction.
naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
They're typing Ram Ranch, and I would. How about we not? I would highly recommend anyone watching to not look up Ram Ranch and just ignore Jeremy and Walker. Ew, please stop. This is getting worse. Watney, use your mod skills. Time them out.
I'm gonna look at Tom Cruise's Twitter.
Oh, please. Please do. I would... actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't post that much weird stuff there. Oh, what the hell?
I guess they're having a premiere for the new Mission Impossible in Paris.
Interesting. Whoa, did you know Abraham Lincoln is a blood relative of Tom Hanks?
I mean, it makes sense. They look a lot alike.
I was gonna ask how so.
And they're both the most noble men I know to have ever existed. Tom Hanks is actually super cool, dude. Very chill. Very nice guy.
Yeah, I forgot you had him at the restaurant one time.
Multiple times.
Multiple times, okay.
Tom Hanks knows my first name. Does Tom Hanks know your first name, Trevor?
He probably knows of the name Trevor, but not me personally. He's actually...
America's dad.
He's actually a sub.
That'd be pretty cool.
And one day I was just like, yeah, if you want to go follow Matt in Los Angeles, and then he looked at your name and it was spelled wrong, so he just couldn't find your channel.
Yep, that sounds right, you bastard.
Yep.
Tom Hanks' ego is probably like 6'2". You know.
Yup.
It's not too big.
Bye.
Trev, I'm drowning over here.
I'm sorry. Sorry, what were you asking me?
I didn't fucking ask you a goddamn thing. Flock of seagulls, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I'm getting yelled at currently.
By who?
By our not Tuesday Talks guest.
Taylor?
Yep.
Get her in here!
No, she's leaving.
Oh.
I also locked my door.
Yeah, you are a bastard. I told her that she could join us.
She can join us as a voice guest.
You're so rude.
I just don't want to move my chair at all from the center of my camera and make room for her. Sorry, what were we talking about? Tom Hanks and Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah. America's dads.
Oh yeah, for sure. Father of...
Anarchism was a weird one, though, Steve. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know that anarchism is not the same as anarchy. Those are very different things.
Oh,
Anarchism is like a social movement.
Jesse's fucking up at his job. See, you should have just took another day off today, Jesse, and you would have been fine. That wouldn't have happened.
Trevor, do you know what the Stanford Prison Project is?
No, enlighten me.
It's basically the worst scientific experiment ever performed.
Okay.
So some guy in the 70s got like 30 college kids and split them up into two groups. Prison guards and prisoners.
Sure.
And he was trying to prove that without any direction or anything, that people will act a certain way just if they are given these specific kinds of roles.
Sure.
And so he completely ruined the experiment by he like guided the guards to be malicious and like first and like also like it was all white kids, so it wasn't exactly a great pool of random people. They all knew that they were going to be in a prison experiment, so like you taint the pool of people that you get because they all know that it's a prison experiment.
Okay.
And they're not just random people.
This guy doesn't know how to run an experiment, apparently.
Oh no, not at all. And like and his findings didn't get published in any kind of scientific journal. No, not like how
Because
real
they were
science.
all ruined.
That's right. It got published in the New York Times.
That's like, I feel like any grade schooler in a science class knows how to run an experiment better than
Well, they teach you this shit. Like, there's what is it? Is it like the 12 steps of
the scientific
a science
method.
experiment? That's the word. Thank you. Scientific
go.
method.
You always have a control group.
So what wound up happening though is the guards, to no surprise, started treating the prisoners awful.
Well, yeah.
They were like they weren't allowed to do any physical punishment. They they weren't allowed to like smack them. But
oh well, that's the fun part.
Right. But they still kind of cheated and did physical punishment by like forcing them to do 1,000 jumping jacks, or they like would take their mattresses away.
1,000 jumping jacks. Damn, dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's just crazy shit like that.
Hard too. That shit tires you out so fast.
Well, Steve, that the guy who did the experiment, quote unquote, actually was like the biggest. Like he pushed so hard to get the movie made. So like that's also not a great sign. Like he wanted a fictional movie made about it. This was in the 70s, mind you. Which I guess means,
you don't know
the fact that it was all white people
is
basically that is the general population then.
Fair enough, I guess. I'll give you that one.
I wouldn't say fair, but
fair. That was more aimed at what you were saying.
I know.
About the actual experiment, because that shit was definitely not fair.
But yeah, like he was literally quoted as like saying to the guards, just act like how the pigs act.
That's okay.
Treat them how the pigs would.
That'll do, pig. That guy. I don't know. There's so many things wrong with that, though.
Did you know that they redid the same experiment in like 2003 or something, somewhere else? Except they did it all proper, like all the rules that he broke, they didn't break. And guess what? The guards weren't dicks. So he, after this whole thing, tried to say like, if you do this, if you put people in these roles, people are inherently going to become awful and like be cruel to the prisoners, or the subversive or whatever, the submissive role.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're just gonna like end up torturing them, and like that's just human nature. You can take anybody, this person and this person, me and you, you're like anybody, and that's what'll end up happening. and it's absolute bullshit because they redid the experiment only properly, and basically nothing happened. The prisoners just kind of sat around and waited for it to be over, and the guards just kind of did the same thing.
I mean, I don't know. That's just like, there's so many things wrong with this that you can go about it from so many different angles too.
But yeah,
Power corrupts business. I mean, yeah, like
it's a pretty good movie though.
let's look at it from a film aspect. Perfect. 10 out of 10. 5 out of 7. Perfect score. That's
Well, and honestly, it's like, because if you think about it, it's the 70s, so this is like not that far from the end of World War II, and I think people are still trying to go, how did the Holocaust happen? Like, how did these people all just like start doing these awful things to other human beings?
power corrupts. Look at
And
Hitler.
so the guy was trying to. So basically, I think that was his whole thing.
Well, if it could happen to Germany and the Nazis and Hitler, it could happen here. That was his whole basis for the experiment.
Actually, I think his whole basis was he wanted to create prison reform. So he wasn't like doing it intentionally to be an asshole. I think he wanted them to be mean to the prisoners. That way he could be like, this is how it is in real prisons.
I think he wanted to just make the movie.
I mean, maybe. Money, money,
Which,
money.
in that case, why not just make the fucking movie? And just forget about the whole experiment aspect of it and go straight to
Well,
the business.
the movie is based on the experiment. It actually didn't get made until like 40 years later. Not 40, 30 years later.
Jesus Christ.
It's actually not that old of a movie.
I was gonna say. It means it came out like, what, 6 years ago?
I think like 10 or so.
That'd be about right, yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. It came out 3 years ago.
3? Holy shit. How do I not know about this? Oh shit.
What's that, baby?
Is Elise making a guest appearance?
No.
No. Okay. Bye,
No.
Elise. What the fuck? Whoa! I didn't know I could do that. I just deleted something by not even touching it. You know what's weird though is how many fucking conspiracy theories people get out of Disney movies. Because it's just like, I mean, aside from, I think it all stemmed from the stars and stuff like spelling out sex in was The Lion King, I think, when that happened. And then everybody just was looking for, well, Disney puts a lot of hidden messages in there to begin with in all their movies, I think. But usually not like, you know, dirty stuff that shouldn't be in there.
Like how the King's Castle in Little Mermaid looks like a penis, or how in Fantasia Mickey Mouse I think is like again grabbing a penis. I think people just like finding penises in children movies.
Sure. Let's take a peek here. Disney. Nah, I almost looked up something that I probably shouldn't have. I almost
Disney penises.
Yep, that's almost what I searched. Disney dirty jokes. Whatever, sure. 12 dirty jokes in Disney movies that slipped by you the first time.
Actually, there's a lot of those. Did Disney make Cat in the Hat? No, they didn't. Did they?
No, there's no way.
Disney is a penis.
Wow. No, I do not want to receive push notifications from a fucking website. Get out of here. I'm not looking up Rule 34, Steve.
What do you mean? What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Me?
No.
He said,
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
Rule 34. I'm not looking up Rule 34.
Wow, what's Rule 34? Well, now I want to know.
If it exists, there's porn of it.
Oh, that's super accurate, though.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a joke about gay guys. There's a joke about foot size. Oh, it's one of these websites where I have to like go to another fucking page to continue the list. Just put it on the same page, please God. That is the most annoying shit. Or like slideshow websites. That's also stupid.
What do you mean slide? Oh, where you have to click for the next thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a way for them to get more hits, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You're looking at the clickbaitiest of websites at that point. It was going to find Rule 34 by accident, probably. But okay, what's rules 1 through 33?
I don't know. That's another conversation. Just rules 1 through 33. Rules of the internet.
Is that what it is? Rules of the internet? Who cares?
Rule number 1: do not talk about rules 2 through 33. And then it just goes 34. There is porn of it, no exceptions.
That is amazing. I love the internet, I swear.
The exception to Rule 34 is the citation of Rule 34. So there's no... There's probably porn of Rule 34.
There probably is at this point. There's gotta be.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, there's
37.
Porn of
37
if it
is
exists,
pretty funny.
there's porn of it.
37. There are no girls on the internet. You hear that, Watney? We're really narrowing down our viewership here, I guess. Let's see.
Everyone is a guy on the internet.
What do you mean a cat is...
Or a cop. Now, when you say or a cop, does that mean Watney's a cop?
Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, no. Rule 39. One cat leads to another.
That's accurate.
I feel like that is, definitely.
Probably
Rule
for
41.
eternity.
Everything is someone's sexual fetish.
Including Rule 39.
Yep. Sadly. Rule 47. You will never have sex. Odd one out. Rule 48. Question marks. Rule 49. Profit. And Rule 50 is you cannot divide by 0.
Didn't know I learned an internet rule in like 3rd grade. Miss Poupard.
Oh, I found the whole list of the internet, I guess.
Somehow she kept an entire room of 3rd graders from making the joke that her name is Poop Hard.
Who? Your teacher?
Yeah, Miss Poupard. 3rd grade.
I'm 22 years old and I would make fun of that now.
Yep. Maybe I was just in a room full of idiots and no one thought of it but me.
And you're like, well, I don't want to say it first.
I'm not going to say it. She looks like she'll hit me.
Did she ever hit you, Matt?
No, but she looks like she'd hit me. Her name, my 3rd grade teacher, was Miss because she was a lady. Papard, but it was Poop Hard. Papard. Poupard. Poupard. Pard.
you're gonna say it too many times. It's just gonna not make sense anymore. Could you spell it, please? Use it in a sentence. I poop hard. There's your sentence. Yeah, that's kind of surprising though, because I mean, on a very less funny note, we had a teacher whose name was Mrs. McDonald, and her first day was like, "Don't make any McDonald's jokes, and no, my husband's name isn't Ronald." And I was like, "All right, jeez, calm down, lady." She was very upfront about what she didn't want from us. And I don't think she needed to be so angry all the time. And no, she did not live on a farm either. That was the entirety of her first day at my school.
Alright, what time do we start today?
We've been on for about 50 minutes. So I would say about 11:30, almost on the dot we started.
Nice.
So what, 8:30 for you?
9:30.
9:30? Wait. 9:30. Wouldn't 3 hours be 8:30?
No, you're bad at math.
From 11:30, 3 hours back.
Except it's... Oh, when we started, yes.
Yeah.
So you're asking what time it was now.
No. That's like, please don't confuse me. I'm almost positive. I don't think I'm fucking this one up. Alright. But I do think, since we're getting close to our hour semi-regular stopping time, I think right now might be a good time to call it and continue next week. What do you say, pal?
Sure. Just so everybody knows, it's hot as fuck in this closet, and I hope wherever you are, it's not as hot as I am.
I can say in my real room, it's not that hot. It's quite nice, actually. It's
Well,
still 100 degrees.
that's because I wished that for you. You're welcome.
You wished that my room wouldn't be as hot?
Yeah. So you're welcome.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone for watching today. So thank you, folks. And I believe...
Auf Wiedersehen!
I believe we will be gaming. Is that what we're doing, Matt?
Yeah. Give us about half an hour, probably.
Sure. Yeah. We'll take a break
We'll
real
be up.
quick.
We'll be up to do the games.
I'm gonna shut off the stream
Because
for just a moment, and then
I'm gonna go poop hard.
What did? No. Oh, gross. What the hell is that, Steve? Is that German? Is that your German classes from high school coming out?
No, that's not German. I said something in German. Steve, that's Russian, I think.
I don't fucking know. Anyways, bye.